All right, we are back with Master of Command, and I could not wait to continue my Russian campaign. There was an update today. I wonder if I can load it. Show invalid saves? So that won't load, right? Will it load an invalid save? I made developers' worst nightmare. It looks like it's possibly just going to be spinning far too long here. Which it did say it was invalid. Alright, so don't do what I just did. So I have to start over, even though I was having a great campaign, which is a bummer. But I'm a big boy. We're going to be okay. Okay, so this isn't working. Okay. It looks like I have to start over. I was digging the Russians. You know, it's kind of sad, but one of the things I was liking the most was that, sorry, I got distracted, is that the color scheme was awesome. Now, having said that, over here it says free, and what? Okay, I'm back with Master Command. There's a new army type. There is the German. Or what I am calling the Germans. Holy Roman Empire looks very German to me. I lived in Germany for a year. I'm stoked. What am I good at here? Draws on many states to field forces, function jack of all trades, offering broad options. They also replenish their ranks at a robust muster stance. Poor morale, chronic shortage of professional troops, limiting their staying power in hard combat. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Real quick. Is my head in a good spot? Each game is different. It looks like things are tilted. Alright, I'm back with Master Command. Now, I cannot continue my old battles. I was doing the Russians and really having fun, but they did an update, and I can no longer play as the Russians. So, and I did try the load invalid saves. It's invalid. It doesn't work. So, delete. Delete. Confirm. Okay, so we don't have anything to load. So back to the new campaign. Now, what's new is they added the Holy Roman Empire, which I am a guy who lived in Germany for a year and is prone to liking pretty much anything German. That's kind of one of the reasons I was enjoying the Habsburgs. We've got the Prussians, which I surprisingly haven't played much. We're going to try the Holy Roman. Drilling replaced with mustering, raising recruits, reservists. Sounds like we have a poor morale and a shortage of professional troops. But we have a lot of options. I don't know. It's new, it's fun, it's German. Let's go. All right. No modifiers, Colonel, Iron Man mode, historical. I'm going to deselect the historical enemies and Holy Roman Empire. Cool. I was having fun with the Russians. I probably should have stayed that. Okay, so we can get Saxon Musketeer, Imperial Field Artillery, or Palatine Musketeers. So I got two kinds of Musketeers. I can get artillery. Local guides. What does that do? Reveals all settlements. That'd be kind of cool. I don't need the forced march, I don't think. You know what? I think I like the reveal everything. And plus I like the field artillery. So let's raid Franconia. Oh, I just noticed there was a reroll button down there. I hadn't seen that before. And I don't know, maybe it's new. We just had an update. Or maybe I'm just not the most observant person in the world. Also true. Yes, my wife will confirm. All right. I obviously could use artillery. What do we have here? We've got Imperial recruits, my musketeers, and landmilits. Okay, so that's a cool flag. Different. I don't think I like it, but it's cool. Does that make sense? I can change the colors, right? Maybe that's what it needs. What if it was, say, this color? Nope. That color? Well, that's not bad. We'll go with that. Save customization. Oh, no, just load customization. Confirm? Nope. Delete? Nope. Close. I don't know if I like it enough to save it. What if we did that? I'd like to get rid of the waviness. Flag pattern? Well, yeah, there it is. Ooh, we can. Ooh. I thought I was going to want this, but now I want that. Save customization. Trippy. Holy Roman Empire. Confirm. Okay. Boom. Confirm. Okay. I don't know if that happened or not. It did. We look very cool and trippy. All right. What is this? This is adds a supply wagon. Not sure I know what that means. Combat effectiveness. So this seems like our main dude. This doesn't excite me a whole lot. This seems like my... Okay, so adds a supply wagon. I don't know exactly what that's going to do, so I'm just going to put the recruits over there, and then I've got the musketeers, the landmilits, and the dragoons over here. Cool. Now, what else do I have? I've got good accuracy, German firearm. They've got good accuracy. It doesn't seem very good. And this guy also not good. Okay. Wait. Yeah, so let's get that replaced. Ooh. Infantry hanger. Simplest and worn from the hip, offers edge in the charge, so melee damage and charge. That seems good. Who's that gonna be? Who's gonna be my melee group? Should we say the recruits? They do not have a good bayonet. What if these guys gave them their bayonet? And vice versa. These become my shooting units. This becomes my charging unit, although clearly not good at charging. Actually, my musketeers are about the best I've got at charging. So, let's rethink this. I'm going to put them on their own, and they're going to get the better bayonet, and then they're also going to get this. Okay, and that's for cavalry only, so that's an easy assignment. Okay. Unfortunately, they have such a terrible weapon, but it is what it is. They are recruits. Okay, what do we see here? Casualties. Oh, wow. We could really eliminate casualties. These guys are going to charge in, so let's give them... Okay, so that's redundant. This is... Oh, wow, that's good morale. What's our morale look like? 30? Let's do this, and because that also... restores casualties, and then this is attrition. We want less attrition on our better units. I'm going to say this can go there. Good. Good. All right, now, we probably have a supply cache right out of the gate. Let's grab it. Okay. So we're good at replacing reservists. Provision, I think Thalers is... Oh, Thalers is not an option. Okay. I'm going to take ammo, because we're about to have our first battle with the Holy Roman Empire, a.k.a. the Germans. Just do what they say. Well, I love that this game has already given me more content. And there's a lot of balancing that goes on all the time, so... It's getting the love, and I'm super happy with this. Money well spent, and that's how I like to spend my money. Okay, musketeers. So we've put the recruits in the middle, but we've got the dragoons to support them. Do we like that? Yeah, because we could take... What if the Musketeers took the... No, the Musketeers are my hand-to-hand. I don't hate that. They'll go here. This is not a bad setup. Now, what does the supply train do for me? What is a supply train? I don't see it down here. Oh, what? Oh, let's... Okay. Steady, fresh. Hold Alt for more info. I would love more info. Huh. I wonder. I'm just real quick going to bounce out of this, because I think supply train is new. I'm going to go to Steam. New doctrines, 40 new units. Okay. I mean, that's cool. Okay, so I'm just going to go to Google. Supply train master of command is a search that others have done. Provides free ammunition, especially artillery. Okay. Alright, so the supply train provides extra ammo, and especially good with artillery. So, fine. This is a fine setup. This will work. Okay, now, I don't want everybody to have their bayonets out, because only people that I want in that kind of combat is over here. What am I facing? Recruits? Ooh, they do have the cavalry. I'll have to watch where the cavalry goes. Alright, let's go. The Musketeers are going to get into the woods. Alright? The recruits are going to the mountaintop. Kind of like... How do we want to do it? This straight across? Alright, let's change the... We're going to go straight across. I've got the landmills, or millets. I'm not quite sure how you say that word. It's not a word I've ever used in real life. And I don't know, like, what does the supply train do? Can I move it? Yes, yes I can. It's too bad it doesn't show up at the bottom here. Okay, let's go. Curious to see how fast the supply train is. Looks like it's plenty fast. Oh, I forget I have my general of generals. Where's he gonna go? Right in the middle, I think. Let's watch where their cavalry goes. We don't know yet. I'm going to go here because I've got, you know, one of the best parts about having Friedrich Michael von Zweibrücken, good old Two Bridges here, is that he had morale. Well, the Musketeers already have great morale because of this staff chaplain. So, cavalry going a hard right. So these guys are going to get their bayonets out. The landmilits. Okay, and probably take a little bit more of an angled approach so we don't get taken in the flank. Okay, there's our supply train, all good. We don't want to lose that to the cavalry, obviously. Michael von Zweibrücken is in place. We've got the dragoons. Now, the dragoons I picture as more of a shooting unit, so I'm actually going to move them way out here. Okay, now these musketeers, they've fired. I'm going to just charge right in. Boom, we're going for it. No delay. Oh, the cavalry has switched it up. Okay, so now we're going to go like this, and the dragoons now are going to fill this gap. Oh, probably because I charged in. Let's slow things down. I do feel like I wish I had artillery. How are we doing here? We're doing fine, but what's going to happen when their cavalry hits? I hope we break the enemy before the cavalry hits. Alright, that worked. Now who's going to win this one? Hopefully these recruits will break before my musketeers. Nope. Okay, so the musketeers broke. Okay, so these Imperial recruits, they need to bayonet up, if you will. Oh, and my leader can go... Oh, if I want to shift, I'm going to go here in hopes of catching these musketeers. Actually, I'm going to go double speed. Plus, that'll give me really strong... There's no way we don't hold the line here. And then here we've got two units shooting here. So we should still win that. And then the dragoons... oh, these musketeers have recovered. Well, good on them. Okay. And these dragoons are not going to be needed because the cavalry is going to break before my units break. What the dragoons could do is go after these guys. Now, does anybody have fancy shot? I don't think so. Alright. Boy, this is going to be closest to who breaks first. I think they will. I was mistaken. Alright. Well, now they broke. Okay. Well, let's get after it. Yeah, we got our bayonets out. Might as well use them. We'll charge from both directions there. My leader needs to settle down. Stop the pursuit of their cavalry. The dragoons... Yeah, so they can charge. And will, because I think these recruits will break quickly. And where's my leader? He needs to get in there. Or, actually, he could be right there. Alright. Now, that's working well. So we're fighting the Hungarians. I wonder if that'll be a playable group in the future? Or, I guess there are Hungarian recruits now. Okay. Whoa. This was not an image I expected to see. I guess that means we can draw from a lot of different groups. Nationalities, we'll call it. Alright. Not a lot of money. Chronok. So, I was going to see, I think there's more stats somewhere. Oh, can I choose between... Oh, no. I'm trying to decide if is it battle loot or additional plunder. Is it a choice? No. Okay. All right. I'm going to take the Thalers. All right. I didn't go look for the better stats, so shame on me. Got a little distracted. That tends to happen. What do we see now? Let's go to town, because we're close to town. This is more infantry. Okay. Let's sell anything that we can't use. Or would prefer not to use. Confirm all of that, and I'm at 783. Now, infantry's cheap here. Can we get 2? Ooh, yes. Imperial recruits. Saxon recruits. Tell me more. Great melee. I mean, of course I want Saxon recruits. And I can get 2. Back to the comparison. Great melee, good, better accuracy, better hand-to-hand, less good at melee, better charge. Not super movement or stamina. Okay, movement's good, stamina's bad. Okay. So they're more of a shooting unit. We're going to get both of those. Alright, and now we look pretty strong. Got the Saxon recruits. And then we've got these musketeers who are my charging infantry. I'm going to put it like this. I'm going to put the Saxons on the bottom. Okay, those are fancy flags. I like the fact that they are similar to one another. Alright, so my dragoons can get Hungarian horses. Charge and move speed. Well, better than a poke in the eye. Alright, and then what do we see here? We've got morale and stamina. That sounds like dragoons. And then what do we have here? We've got entrenching tools and veterancy and morale. What if I gave that to the newbie? Cover bonus. I could see the Saxons being dig-in people. That makes sense to me. I don't know if that's fair, but it makes sense to me. And these are my hand-to-hand? Yes. Okay. So this is my static force. This is my on-the-move force. Well, I am out of replenishments. That was quick. Okay, so I've got enough to get some more. I didn't realize I took that much of a beat. Oh, 1. I was short by 1. Fair. Okay. So that'll do it. We added 2 units to our army. We're actually 8,500. That was quick. We're supposed to intercept convoys. There are several, but this one's right along a road, so we'll start with that. All right. And some thalers and ammo. I could use the reservists actually right now. I was more tempted to take the thalers, but I do need the reservists. Now, I'm going to follow this road for a little bit and then cut up north once I get to about here. Oh, it's cool the way it marks that little X. I like that. We'll go to the outpost. I'm supposed to raid settlements. Interesting. I've got cheap ammo here. I'm going to actually pick some up real quick. Just it's cheap, right? Like, that's good. And you always need ammo. So let's go to the outpost, then we'll go. Oh, how much does he want to fight? Okay. Extra reservists I can use, but I also need food. Right, -1 yarn unit from inventory. Oh, I can't do that. So all I can do is get the reservists. We are out of food, folks. That's a long journey. I'm going to go back here, sell something, and get some food. I didn't realize I was that low. I would also be willing to fight them. Yeah, we lost all those reservists because people are starving. All right, so let's sell something. I've got to find something to sell. What if these guys hawk their terrible bayonets? They just don't have bayonets to use. Confirm? Does that get me enough for food? It just barely does. That's not a lot of food, folks. We could raid. Oh, here's a herd. Let's go see if that has food. I mean, it seems like it would, right? Yes, 130 provisions sounds like exactly what we want. Now, I'm not sure we're all that much better than we were before. Now, I could go this way around and pick up all 3, or this way around. I'm going to go this way. Oh, let's go here first, to the slums. Ooh, they are entrenched. They are much bigger than us. Oh, it needs money, and I have 0 in the money realm. Alright, we know to come back there when we want to fight. Ooh, the food. We need something. Something needs to happen. Okay, seize their weapons. That'd be nice. Capture 1 cannon. I'm gonna, eventually you get the guns. So I'm gonna capture the cannon. Now there's been an update, so it's possible that I'm lying. Some would say probable. I need more food. I was just looking around for something of interest. Alright, let's go to get that convoy, and hopefully we'll run into something good along the way. There goes the food. And because I was lacking food, I don't have the reservists, so there's just a lot of bad stuff happening. Oh, he wants to fight, doesn't he? Whoa. Oh, 2,000. 2,100. I would take that fight in a heartbeat. I dare you, buddy. I dare you. Boy, he looks like he's going to be heavy cavalry. And he is. A bunch of hussars. Well, I just got rid of my bayonets. Desperate times, desperate measures. I got to be really careful with my setup because those guys can't be in front. It was my Saxons, I think, who, ironically, I had with entrenchment stuff. Okay, so let's make sure yes, so these two need to not be in the front. All right, we've got nice hills. I don't have artillery, so I guess it's not that big a deal. What do they have? Hussars on the left. Boy, they are just all about the... Do I go for the woods? That would negate some of their cavalry, right? Okay, so the Saxon recruits in the background. Let's just take this whole... Oop, nope, that doesn't work. Let's just... in the background. Green and blue. Okay? And in front of them we have our Imperial recruits and the Landmilits. Alright, and then we've got our dragoons, which are going to start on the hill and deploy as needed. And then our Crease Musketeers, who are our hand-to-hand experts. I'm not sure where to put them. They're going to be reservists, and I'm going to adjust based on how the enemy deploys. Okay, so where do I really want to fight? We said the woods. Right, so the Landmilits occupies... Oops, they're not that big. And then the Imperial recruits along this front. Okay, and then I'm actually going to send my hand-to-hand in support in the woods. And then my Saxon recruits will be here and here in depth. And then my dragoons are going to stay in reserve with my leader. Nope, my leader's going to go right there. The dragoons actually are going to go right here. So now I'm adjusting my leader. And so I've got my supply. Don't I have my supply? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, that was brilliant. That was brilliant. Supply train's going to go right there. Okay. Well, that's all awesome. Okay. So, my Saxon recruits, yeah, they don't have to worry about bayonets. Ooh, so one of the things I can unlock if I get all these supply chain trains, I think, is artillery, and I could really use that because I'm not a particularly mobile army yet. Boy, this will be interesting because all the hussars are on this side. If the recruits break, I guess I've got the dragoons. Okay, let's get in a position faster. Wow, they're coming already. They are coming already. Well, what if instead of being forward with it, we were just right here with it? Actually, we could be behind the fence. That would break. I don't know if the game's that sophisticated. We'll actually move forward there with the Landmilits and have the Musketeers. Musketeers have bayonets, so the Musketeers are going to be my second line of defense. And then we'll set up the Saxons behind that. Layers. It's all about layers. Does that look good? Imperial recruits need to be a little more forward. And then the dragoons, they're going to be here. My leader, we're right in the thick of things like that. Boy, they are coming. Get ready to countercharge. Right? Countercharging's best, right? Oh, I'm on super speed. That's part of it. Hopefully... Ooh, I don't love what's happening. I do not like what's happening. I can't get my leader there in time. So the Hussars, with their boldness, it's paying off. Dragoons, what if you guys set up here? I need you guys ready. Because we're going to break. Oh, no, my general got into space in time to hold the line. Good job, Two Bridges. Okay. Do we love what we're seeing? I think we do. Here come more Hussars. So we're going to countercharge again. Mr. Two Bridges is going to be in support. The Dragoons are going to go after... Can we have them go after? After the Hussars. Try to keep them broken. Boy, there's a lot happening way faster than I thought it would happen. Ooh, I don't love that. Did we just break? We broke. Okay. I can't have my leaders that far forward. Oh, wow. This is not good, folks. Because these guys don't have any bayonets. Let's just stop and shoot. These guys do have bayonets, so they will countercharge the Hussars. So hopefully I get enough. Good. Good. My leader's doing what he's supposed to do. These guys are lining up in here. This is slowing them down. Hopefully my Imperial recruits will recover. Okay, that worked. So we just need to not lose over here. So the Dragoons will stay after... Dragoons, as I said, will stay... Oh, okay, they're going to stay after them. The Musketeers can turn like this. These guys can go like this. My leader right there. My other Saxon recruits will back them up. These Imperial recruits are recovering. Alright. The Dragoons, I wish they would in more of a shooting mode. It wants me to charge. Because those Hussars are coming back. You know, Dragoons, what if we just lined up like this? My land mills broke. Two Bridges would love to go help. And is actually going to double time it over there. Okay. Hopefully rally those troops, which I think is going to happen. Now they form up. Okay. So Landmilts is just going to shoot their Dragoons. Hopefully. They did not cover. That's a big deal. So my leader, Two Bridges, is going to come forward a little. The Saxon recruits are ready for action. These guys, they retreated. Okay, so now what we've got the Hussars that are rallying. They're shattered. Okay, the Landmilits is going to form up. Whoops. The Landmilits is going to form up here. The Imperial recruits will prevent them from getting around to the side, and then my Saxons will add firepower to the line. And then my leader is going to be right in the middle of all that to give them oomph. And then somewhere I have a supply wagon, which is going to go right to the middle of everything. That look good? Dragoons, get ready to charge. Alright. Countercharge. Perfect. Time that perfectly. Alright. Well, that was a lot more fighting than I thought it was going to be. A really interesting army makeup on their part, which I like. The more diversity in terms of the types of battles. So that is cool. We're definitely taking whatever it gives. Well, we need everything. Because, oh goodness, conscripts or provisions and veterancy. I'm going to go provisions and veterancy. Partially because I wanted the food. Now I'm way short on reservists. I've got plenty of ammo. I've got stuff to sell, which is good. Let's pull up the dragoons. Stamina and move speed. I'm going to take away the cheese. Alright, so who gets the cheese? Cheese is morale and stamina. That sounds like our Saxons who need the morale support. I've got a better gun. Great melee. That would be here. And then we'll give the Saxons the accuracy gun. That's terrible. We'll sell it. This one, ammo consumption's lower, so we'll give that to the Saxons. And then these are sellable items. Okay. And we are close to town, which is where we're going to go and buy reservists. I don't know if that's enough. I don't have that much stuff to sell, to be honest. Well, I guess that makes a pretty good difference. I could actually get 2 reservists. Let's see how that does in terms of restocking the supply. Pretty good. I don't need more ammo. I do need more food. I'm going to load up on food. Alright, so I would say I have bare minimum food and reservists, decent ammo. No thaulers. Fair? Okay. We have done several battles. We have a decent sized army, 8,700. I'm going to go get this convoy and then we're going to call it an episode. But go ahead, like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy this kind of material. Helps me know. I mean, it's not going to take a lot to get me to play this because it's super fun. Confiscate the goods. What do we get? What do we get? Look like we got a little food plus some good stuff. Anyway, it's not going to take a lot to get me to play this game because it's super fun. But it will only encourage me if you drop a comment or a like. Alright, let's get rid of terrible bayonets. Oh, I've got guys with no bayonets. I gotta remember that. Okay. And then we've got cuirassier swords, which I don't know if that fits what we're trying to do here. Good melee. This is just kind of nothing. So we'll take good melee over nothing. That looks pretty good. Okay, and then I can sell the oh, I'm not there. One more convoy. Let's go get it. Because that will give me... Oh, I'm going to stop at this battlefield. Hopefully something good there. Then we'll go get the convoy. And hopefully... I said I was going to end, didn't I? Did it work? I don't think it worked. It didn't work. Okay. That's something, developers, I would like is a better acknowledgement that failed. At the moment, just sort of nothing happens, but to be like, oh, that definitely did not work would be nice. Okay, let's do a thorough search. Confiscate the good. We got our artillery. Okay, we are in much better shape. All of our guns are going to be decent. I think we may have actually been there already. What do we have down here? We've got terrible one. Good range, poor melee. I'm okay with that being, here's guys with no bayonets. Let's give them the good range. Great range, actually. And we've got good accuracy, poor charge, but good reload. We can do that here. Okay, and we've got this nice one then. Okay, let's get things in the proper place here. So the terrible one's on the right. This is good range, poor reload. This is just good accuracy. And this is just a poor weapon overall. So we'll take good accuracy over poor weapon any day. We'll hold on to that one. Alright. Alright. And now we've got lots of options for our dragoons, that's for sure. Good melee. Good melee. Okay. And we've got our first artillery, which is a 6-pounder, and we've got another 6-pound gun, so we'll call that even. Now, This has reserve swords. Can I put the Dragoon swords there? No, I cannot. Okay. All right. I like the flag there. Okay. So now that seems like biting off too much. So I don't think we're going to do that. We're supposed to raid. I think we'll start raiding soon. We need the food anyway. I don't love any of these settlements because I don't need a lot of ammo. But I might as well go back there and raid. Now, I got to end this episode because I probably could play it for a very, very long time. So let's stop here. Share the hospital, recover reservists. That seems good. Spend ammunition, which I have a lot of, and get even more reservists. We will do that. Okay, I need to stop. Have a great day, great life. Play great games that make you want to keep playing. Bye.